Welcome to Tampa, Florida, and the Boston Bruins come to Tampa Bay to face the Tampa Bay Lightning, who have been red hot in this season. Welcome back, everybody, and we're delighted to have you back in with us. It's been a while since we had a broadcast, since the Four Nations face-off here on the main channel, but we are back now today to cover the Boston Bruins and the Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm Max, and we're so delighted to have you here with us on this game. The Tampa Bay Lightning have been red hot so far, and we just passed the trade deadline. That was just yesterday, and there was a bunch of big moves, but Boston was one of the sellers, and they got rid of their captain, Brad Marchand, and they went to the Florida Panthers. And Tampa Bay didn't have as much as Boston, but Boston was selling, and we'll see it with this new Boston Bruins squad, how they perform. And it feels like all those years of success that Boston has had in the past couple of years is going to come to an end here, and maybe this is going to be it for that core and all that, because now Brad Marchand is gone. It's the first time since 2002 that Chara, Bergeron, and Marchand are not in a Bruins sweater and not playing a game, and that's a long time ago when that happened. And yeah, this is not looking good for the Boston Bruins. The Lightning, though, have been pretty good so far. The last 10 games are 9-1-0. There's no Victor Hedman here tonight, or this afternoon, actually, pardon me, as he is scratched as he was out in the first period of the Buffalo and Tampa Bay game not too long ago, I believe on the weekend, on the Saturday, or on the, pardon me, Thursday, not the weekend, on Thursday, and he got injured in that game and he left. And that was the same game that Gensler got a hat trick in, and they won that game 6-5 over Buffalo. A very chaotic game in Tampa Bay, and they'll look to continue their dominance here on the homestand, as we'll see the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Boston Bruins facing off. We'll be back with more with the game. We're not too far away from puck drop now. David Pastrnak on the ice taking warm-ups. 19 goals since January 1st, tied for most in the NHL since that date. And welcome in, everybody. We're just joining us right now this afternoon. The Boston Bruins facing off the Tampa Bay Lightning. A bunch of big moves by the Lightning. Well, they haven't had much moves at least, but more Boston making all those moves as they have started to sell a little bit, as they let go of Brendan Carlo and Brad Marchand, and now they are looking like they're going to go on a tank here this season. And the Rangers and Ottawa Senators are going on right now as we speak, and Ottawa has tied it. They were down 3-1, and they've tied the game at 3. And then we go to overtime here. It is Stutzla who centers it and a goal, and Ottawa wins it. in overtime. They come back 4-3 in overtime. They were down 3-1 in the third, and the comeback continues, and the 2017 vibes come from that as the Rangers faced off against them in the comeback. Wow, that is brutal for the New York Rangers. Ottawa is in the first wild card spot. Blue Jackets in the second. Rangers right outside of it. Canadians as well, tied with the Red Wings. And the Bruins below the Red Wings by 2 points, and the Islanders just below the Bruins. And the Lightning are in the third spot. I believe it'll be Atlantic Division. And we'll see what this goes. We're 1 minute and 10 seconds away from puck drop. Tampa Bay Lightning are 11-1-1 in the last 13 games they have played. They have been a red hot team, and we'll see if they continue that magic here tonight, here in their home crowd. They have done pretty well in front of their home crowd at Emily Arena. And let's see if they can continue that here on the struggling Boston squad, who went to the second round last year, lost to Florida. Second year in a row where Florida has beaten them in the playoffs. And yeah, now it's Brad Marchand as a Florida Panther. And the shocker when the deadline was about looked like it ended. And that big news happened right after the time it expired and the deadline. That trade was good though, and Brad Marchand is now a Florida Panther, and very shocking for sure. Other moves in the NHL: Mikko Rantanen to the Dallas Stars. He was with the Carolina Hurricanes. He wasn't going to get an extension there, so he wanted an extension somewhere else and wanted to trade because of that. Dallas offered him a 8-year, $12 million AAV, I believe, and that's what he agreed on. And now he's a Dallas Star, and then they re-signed Wyatt Johnston as well. So Dallas looks pretty good. That'll be part of our double header on MHS2 later on tonight at 9 o'clock Central. The Dallas Stars face off against the Edmonton Oilers. See if Mikko Rantanen can pick up a win. He's going to be wearing the same number that he did in Carolina and on the Avs, 96. And we'll see if the Stars can pick up a victory there in Edmonton. And Edmonton's kind of struggled a little bit, but now they have started to get back on the right note as we are about to get started here in Tampa Bay. As they have just finished up the anthems and intro there. Jeremy Swayman is starting in net for the Boston Bruins, but for the Lightning, it's Andrei Vasilevsky, 30, 16, and 3 record. Goals against average of a 2.24. And Jeremy Swayman, 18, 21, and 6. Goals against average of a 3.00. Save percentage of 0.896. Shutouts 3. Shutouts for Vasilevsky is 4, and his save percentage is 0.922. He allowed 5 goals on Thursday against the Sabres. That's tied for most this season, but they won that game. So it's going to be Cirelli and Geeky on the face-off jot, and we're underway here in Tampa Bay, Florida at Emily Arena. Lohrei will send it in from the blue line. Rimmed all the way around and goes into the corner. Rimmed all the way around again. Goes back to the line for Lohrei. His shot was blocked into the corner. Picked up there and rimmed all the way around behind the net. It's a different squad of the Bruins than we covered in the beginning of the season when they faced the Panthers in the first game of the season. Is here comes the Lightning as Paul couldn't get that pass from Cirelli and picked up here by the Lightning, and they'll look to move it up. Geeky got taken down the blue line. Zaka will pick it up. Zaka in the corners along the wall. Shot from the line. Save. Rebound. Pasternak fan on the shot on the rebound. Pasternak looking. Goes cross ice. Geeky now left at Pasternak, trying to go back for Geeky. He does. From the point, a shot was blocked out in front of the net. And not picked up yet. And now it's picked up by the Lightning. And we're in the third. Their alternative jerseys here tonight. Mustadinov shot. Deflected and out of... No, it did not go out of play. Out today is Victor Hedman with a lower body injury. Here's Lauko. Lauko's shot. Tough angle. Save made by Vasilevsky. As Lindholm will get it in the corner. Radish pinning it up along the wall. Mosier rimmed all the way around. Back to the point for Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon passes it along the boards. Dropped it off. Shot Zadorov from the line. Was blocked out in front. Hustadina will pick it up again. To the line again for Wotherspoon. Dumped it to the corner. Rimmed all the way around. First good shift here for Boston early on in the game. Lauko. Wotherspoon will rim it all the way around. Middlestad, the new acquisition Kepke behind the net came from the Avalanche, Middlestad, and here's Kepke in the corner. Kepke shoots, blocked out in front. 28 wins through the 64 games for the Boston Bruins. That is a long time ago when they had fewer in previous seasons. The Terry shot was denied there. And Radish gets taken down. The shot attempts early on in the game are 8-0 in favor of the Bruins. Middlestat. And now it's Weatherspoon deflected, not a clean pass, and intercepted. Gord, we just came back to the Lightning from a trade. Bjorkstrand will get it now. Both of those players coming from the Kraken and now coming to Tampa Bay on the trade. The only trade that Tampa Bay's probably made in the deadline from what I've seen. And a huge hit in the corner on Beecher. Going down the length of the ice, Swayman will play it behind his net. Gore trying to get it. We're almost 3 minutes into the first period. No whistles yet. Pass back into their own zone as Boston looks to just try to move it up as Peak will send it in from the blue line off the boards awkwardly, but picked up there by Lilligren. Or Lilleberg, pardon me. Moved up, deflected. Here's Luke Glendening. Left wing shot, save made on the pad stop there by Jeremy Swayman. And deflected out of the zone. Chernak will pick it up. Chernak will pass it across. So Hedman was a late scratch in this game, and had him on my lineup here, and just late scratch, and Peak will pick it up now. Deflected out the center, still loose. Zaka trying to get it from McDonough. Came back this season. Here's Lorai, deflected. Zaka, pass back for Pasternak. His shot in the slot, save made by Vasilevsky. And picked up here by Kucherov, who chips it out to the blue line, not out. Geeky shot, deflected, blocked, still loose in front of the net. Comes free for Pasternak, who's trying to pass it. He gets it back, though. Pasternak will send it deep into the corner. Shots are 4-1 in favor of the Bruins. Deflected into the slot and it's cleared. 32 goals this season for David Pasternak, his 8th season with 30 plus. Trying to make a pass there, but it's intercepted by Radish. But then he intercepts the Radish pass, and the Bruins will pick it up now. Sent back in by Yoki Haru, another acquisition from the trade deadline. And picked up here by the Lightning. He'll look to move it up. Through the middle, here comes Braden Point, drops it off. To the corner it goes, behind the net, Gensel centered, shot, and it deflected wide. Out of play with 15:20 to go in the first period. And we played 4 minutes and 40 seconds consecutive before a whistle had happened. That's our first whistle of the game. And good chances from both ends of the ice, but it's mostly been domination by the Boston Bruins so far in the game, and that's a very good chance in the slot. Good save by Vasilevsky on Pasternak in the slot. Shots are 4-1 in favor of the Bruins, and he has 78 points this season. That's 6 in the NHL, and no wonder why he's been the best Bruin this season in a very struggling season for the Boston Bruins. 19 goals and 41 points since January 1st. Both the most in the NHL as the Tampa Bay Lightning won the faceoff. They look around and survey for options as the shot was blocked, and Paul will send it back to the point. Cirelli will pick it up. Cirelli across, and Hagel found on the shot. Trying to get a one-timer there. Could not get it. Weatherspoon will send it in. Weatherspoon will rim it all the way around. Kastelik will get it. Kastelik behind the net. Kastelik got taken down and picked up here by the Lightning again. Now the survey option is Lilleberg. Lilleberg behind the net. Behind Vasilevsky's net. I go for line changes here for the Lightning. Lilleberg will pass it. And a stretch pass off a skate by Gord, and it's picked up here by the Bruins off an intercept. Lorai will deflect it. No icing as it's waved off. It was deflected in by Hustadinov. And it's sent back into the zone down low for Lauko and behind the net and down the corner. Lauko centering pass and a save on Lindholm by Vasilevsky, who made a huge save there. Is Goncalves trying to get it. Lindholm, and now it's chipped back in by Lauko as they'll go for a line change. Shots are 5-1 in favor of the Bruins so far in the game. And it's Shocking to see the Lightning's offense only manage one shot here. Glendening gets taken down by Kepke. But Kepke got the worst of it as he still made a play and moved it up. It's only a nice in here on the Lightning, though, with 13:38 to go in the first period. And only one shot for the Lightning in almost 6.5 minutes. Very shocking from a very good Lightning offense. Hedman on Thursday. Uh, let's see what happened here. He had a lower body injury, but I guess he slowed down here. Something must have happened with Alex Tuck or whatever because he was around Alex Tuck and they won that game still, but I guess he must have felt something. There's a delayed penalty upcoming here, and there's a penalty upcoming. I think it's going to be on the Bruins. Well, this is Glendening. That's no, it's going to be a Bruins player. It's going to be Middlestad, the new Bruin, in a power play upcoming for the Lightning. Joe Sacco not liking the call is going to be a high stick and a Lightning to the power play. Very bad thing to do if you're a Boston Bruins fan and a Lightning power play that's red hot with Kucherov being one of the best. But we'll go to commercial break before we get that power play, as we'll be back with more after this. We're back, everybody, and I hope my mic is better. I apologize. I did not know why my mic sounded like that. And okay, I think my mic sounds better now, at least from what I'm hearing from my end. I think it is better now, at least. For the moment, at least. I think it is better at the moment. Uh, we have a power play here for the Lightning, by the way, everybody. Off the face-off, one here, and cleared all the way down the length of the ice by the Bruins. Picked up here. Point with the puck. 6 in the league power play for the Lightning. Here's Kucherov into the zone. Kucherov trying to make a move, got intercepted and taken down. Zadorov will clear down the length of the ice. 7 minutes into the first period. Radish will pick it up now. Radish drops it off for Braden Point. Kepke was trying to get that puck there. Kucherov in some trouble handling the puck. Backhand pass to the middle for Point through center ice. Point will drop it off for Gensel. Kucherov into the slot. Pass across. Bjorkstrand missed it wide. Oliver Bjorkstrand have a good chance. Gensel back to the line for Radish. Down low for Kucherov near the board. Centering pass from Gensel to Point. Could not go. And cleared out of the zone. A minute left to go on the power play here. 36 power play points for Nikita Kucherov. Leads the NHL in that. Point. Braden Point carrying the rush here, and Bjorkstrand gets leveled off and a clear puck here by the Bruins. 45 seconds to go here on the power play for the Lightning. And Oliver Bjorkstrand with 17 goals, 21 assists, and 38 points this season. Coming here to the Lightning off a trade with the Kraken. Gord with a puck, also from the trade from the Kraken. McDonough, pass across Paul. Paul down low for Sorelli. Goes back to McDonough. Across it goes for Hagel. Deflected from the slot. Sorelli will try to pass it behind the net for Gord. Comes into the slot. It's cleared out of the zone. 13 seconds to go on the power play here for the Lightning. They haven't had much. Sent back into the zone. Intercepted there by Weatherspoon. Pressured along the boards. Hagel. Hagel trying to get it. Hagel trying to fight for it. Comes free for Gord. Power play is now over for the Lightning. They're 0 for 1. No shots on that power play as Gord pass across. Oh, what a save! Swayman on Hagel. Middlestad will pass it and clear it out to center and all the way down. That's going to be an icing, I believe. It will be with 11:10 to go. And the shots are now 5-2 in favor. So, going to be interesting here what we see. Off the face-off, it's one here. Weatherspoon pass across for Lori. Lori, I apologize if my mic sounds lower quality today than it does. I do not know why it sounds like that. And I apologize for that. It might just be my audio, whatever. I don't know. Pasternak behind the net. Pasternak centered and could not go for the backdoor feed for Middlestad. Bruins have lost a lot of players. Marchand, Carlo, Frederick. They got rid of a lot of players trying to get draft picks here because they have not looked good so far, and it looks like they're going to have a reset in the organization. Pasternak behind the net. Pasternak's the only good player, or one of the better players on the team. See if the Bruins can still try to make a push for the playoffs, though, as there's a board battle there with the puck along the boards at center. Moved up. Here's Geeky, Morgan Geeky. Pass from the blue line, a shot, deflected, blocked, still loose. Pasternak couldn't get it. Saved by Vasilevsky with 10:02 to go. What a chance. Good chance there and could not go. 10:02 to go in the first period, and then Boston and the Lightning still even at 0, scoreless, and didn't get much of a shot away by Pasternak. Kucherov is in some distress on the bench. He is dealing with some pain there as the Bruins win the faceoff by 1-2 cleanly, and it goes back out to center. Lori will pass it and backhands it back into the zone from center ice. McDonough rimmed all the way around. Lindholm will get it. Lindholm still loose point trying to get it. Lindholm, and now Gord will pick it up. Gord will pass it across as it's sent back in from center by McDonough. Along the boards, comes free. Held in at the line for a second by Gord. McDonough will pass it back, though, as he'll go for a line change. He has a plus 35. Plus and minus. That leads the NHL this season. Perbix, who came in for Hedman, as Hedman was a late scratch in this game. He has an upper body injury. He was expected to play, but did not play as a late scratch, and Perbix takes his place. Perbix, stretch pass through the middle. Paul can receive it. And here's Middlestad the other way. Middlestad into the zone. Middlestad dropped it off, and it was poke checked away. Hagel. Hagel trying to get the puck along the boards. It's Sorelli who pushes it to Perbix in the corner, and Perbix will move it up. Perbix. And now it is Sorelli who drops it off, sent back in around the perimeter along the boards. Hagel. Hagel behind the net. Hagel. Not a Paul along the boards again. Paul. Now one-timer by Radish and a save. Hagel, a 93 mile per hour shot. Got some good steam on it. Weatherspoon will send it back in from center. 8:25 left to go here in the first period. It is a scoreless game. Only had 9 combined shots in the game so far. It's the Bruins lead the shot 6-3. Sorelli deflected into the Bruins bench and goes out of play. So we'll be back with more after this. 8:13 to go. It's scoreless. We're back, everybody, here in Tampa Bay with 8:13 to go. Still scoreless here in the game. And still apologize for what's going on with my mic. I have no clue what's going on with the mic tonight or today. It's just acting weird today, but we'll get that fixed hopefully soon. I'll try to figure out what's going on with it. And with 8:13 to go, it's still scoreless here, and they removed the shot for the Lightning. It's now 6-2, the shots favoring the Boston Bruins at the moment. And first period here. And let's see where we get off this face-off. 8:13 to go. Shots are 6-2 in favor of the Bruins. Off the face-off, one here. And McDonough will pick it up for the Lightning. McDonough. Pass for Bjorkstrand. Deflected, Goncalves. Goncalves moved it around. Gord in the corner. Gord picked up here by the Bruins. And it's moved down at the center. Rimmed all the way around. It's Lori. Pass across. It's going to be no icing. It's picked up here. Along the boards. Still loose. Is rimmed all the way around again. Pastrnak in the corner. Pastrnak rimmed all the way around. Back to the lines. Zadorov across. Shot from the line was gloved by Vasilevsky. And with 7:25 to go, you get a whistle here. Joe Sacco came as an interim head coach for the Bruins after Jim Montgomery got fired a couple of games in, 30 games into the season, as the shots are 6-2 in favor of the Bruins still. Along the boards, Lindholm turned over to Lauko. Lauko will get it. Lindholm off the outside of the net. Perbix, now to Lindholm. Couldn't get it. Perbix will get it back. Cirelli will play it up. Pass across it goes. Back to Cirelli again. Cirelli into the zone. To the line, Perbix. To Cirelli again. Cirelli shoots it. Deflected. Back to the point it goes. Hagel to the line again. His shot. Deflected wide. Cirelli from the board. Centered shot. Hagel, what a save. On Swayman. Rimmed all the way around again. Cirelli will pick it up again along the boards. Paul spins around. A check from Lindholm. Shot. To the slot it goes, and it held in by Perbix. Paul, down low, Cirelli, now back to Perbix again. Pass across. From the point, deflected back into the corner. Lilleberg trying to get it. Lilleberg, and there's a penalty upcoming, I believe, with 6:18 left to go. The faceoff, though, is coming back to center. Do not know why. There has to be a penalty here. I think it's on the. It's going to be on Hagel. That's going to be. It's going to be a penalty on the Lightning, and the Bruins are going to go on the power play for the first time this afternoon. So high sticking here and a power play for the Bruins. Brandon Hagel for a high sticking call is off the faceoff one here. Lori from the blue line down low in the slot for Zaka. Shot went wide of the net. Zaka will pick it up again. Goes back to the line for Lori. Moved around Middlestad. Goes low for Geeky. And it's cleared out to center by the Lightning. Penalty kills 11th in the league. The Bruins' power play is one of the worst and 29th ranked. Is a 15% effectiveness this regular season. 30 seconds have passed on it, too. Deflected back in by Pastrnak. Pass for Zaka was out of the reach, but he still got it. Lori, now to Geeky. Geeky, a shot over the net, and it hit the glass and out of play. With 5:37 to go, that wrist shot was 83 miles per hour. Minute 19 left to go on it. 22 goals this season for Morgan Geeky, and that just barely went over the crossbar and over the glove of Vasilevsky. I don't think he got a piece of it. He's gotten 20 goals in the last 37 games for the Bruins, his career high. And it's going to be Middlestead who takes the faceoff, but he does not win it, as Sorelli will try to go shorthanded, and instead he just dumps it in from center ice. Played by Swayman behind the net, 50 seconds have passed on it. Lori, pass back. Pastrnak, David Pastrnak across, Geeky along the boards. Zaka trying to force it. Zaka still loose along the boards. Geeky. Zaka will try to pass it. Instead, it's turned over here, and Sorelli might go shorthanded. 3-on-2 shorthanded here. A shot and a save made. Gensel on the rebound. Here's Sorelli and a save. Good shorthanded chance there for the Lightning as Lorelei will clear it out to center. Giving up again to the Lightning. Right to McDonough. Here's Gensel from the pass from McDonough. Gensel drops it off. And they're killing off this power play time. Here's Mosier will pass it back. 10 shorthanded goals allowed, most in the NHL for the Bruins. 10 shorthanded goals for the Lightning, and this power play is going to go to an end here. Sent back in by Yoki Haru, and that's going to end it. So both power plays are 0 for 1 in the game. Glendening pins one of the Bruins along the boards. I believe that's Letary. Letary shuts through even at 5 now. Lightning had better chances on the shorthanded on the penalty kill than they did on their own power play, as now they've leveled the shots at 5, and they look to try to clear it out of the zone, but it's held in by Lindholm. Rimmed all the way around, less than 4 to go in the opening period. We have no score so far in the game. Along the boards, comes into the slot. Can't be picked up here by any Bruin, and it's flipped out of their zone by Gergensons. Goes back for Zadorov. Zadorov will pass it up. Radish, Beecher, along the boards, is still fought for behind the net. Comes free for Point. Passes it across for Kucherov. Kucherov into the zone. Kucherov makes a move out of the blue line. And it's cleared out to center. Perbix. Here's Bjorkstrand, who circles back. Got pressured by Lindholm. One of the Bruins went down. I believe it was Kepke. Perbix now through the middle. Bjorkstrand with the pass. Bjorkstrand trying to leave it for Point. Here's a shot and a save made by Swayman with 2:53 to go. We're back, everybody, here in Tampa Bay. It is scoreless so far in the game, and they allowed 5 goals in the previous game against the Buffalo Sabres, out of all teams. That was the most that Vasilevsky's led up this year, and Kucherov continued to struggle with the puck, and he kept getting it poke checked away. 2:53 to go. The shots are 6-5 in favor of the Lightning so far. And 94 giveaways for Kucherov, fifth most in the National Hockey League. And the rally towels in the building, I do not know what the reason is for the rally towels, but they are rallying here. Looks like a playoff game with those rally towels. 92 points this season for Nikita Kucherov, third in the NHL, 144 points last season. And it looks like he's going to get that same pace as well. He just needs 52 more points, I believe, to get to that same mark again. So it might be possible. It might be impossible. Oh, and now it's a fight breaking out. It's Kastelik. This came out of nowhere in Lilleberg. And they're throwing punches here. Kastelik getting the better of Lilleberg. Pinned him to the glass. Kastelik throwing some rights, and the linesmen are going to split that up. And they exchanged words along the glass. And a lot of people recording it as well from the stands. And I was going to give them some 5-minute major penalties, matching ones at least. And they're going to go out for the rest of the period, I believe, since we only have 2:42 left in it. But let's see if this fight changes the momentum for one of these teams. See what the calls are. 2:42 to go in the opening period. And Lilleberg had thrown a hit earlier on, I believe, Brown. Catholic didn't like it, and they were just talking about it, and they just threw the gloves off. Came out of nowhere, though. It just came out of nowhere, and we have another one of these fights. I've seen more of a fight increase since that Four Nations USA versus Canada game where it was 3 fights in 9 seconds, and John Cooper was there to see that live as he was the coach for that Team Canada team that won in the championship game here in TD Garden in Boston. Zadorov's arguing with the referee about the calls here. I don't know what he's arguing about. So that's why it's caused a delay here. Joe Sacco wanted a conversation about that, and yeah, this is very interesting for sure. Joe Sacco believes they got the wrong lines out there, maybe? Maybe that's why the referees and the linesmen are sending some players back to the benches. That's why there's a little bit of delay here. They got Lettieri now on the ice, or Lettieri's going to serve the penalty here, unless Lettieri took a penalty. There's going to be a power play out of this for the Lightning. So the Lightning are going to go on the power play, and off the face-off, it is won here by the Bruins, and they will clear it. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Kastelik. That gives him the extra 2 minutes. But he's already down to the locker room, so they have to have someone serve his penalty. So it's Lettieri who served it. 0 for 1 on the power play of the Lightning. They have no shots, and the Bruins are just jamming it along the boards in their own zone. Gensel now will pass it back for Point. No, deflected away. Turned over. Zacha. A backhander was blocked. Zacha trying to get it again. Intercepted by Gensel. They're struggling here. Point will pick it up now. Braden Point will move it up. Point lost it. Beecher will clear it down the length of the ice. Vasilevsky. Radish with the puck. Radish drops it off for Kucherov. Kucherov through the middle. He moves in, drops it off for Gensel. Bjorkstrand now. Radish again from the blue line. Back to Bjorkstrand. Now to Radish. Back to Bjorkstrand again. Radish to Kucherov. Across. Could not go as it deflects out of play into the crowd. 1:30 left to go in the first period. 49 seconds to go on the Tampa Bay power play. 0 shots on the 2 power plays so far for the Lightning. McDonough's shot deflected over the net. Braden Point and Hagel, and it's cleared. 35 seconds to go on the power play. Vasilevsky, now to McDonough. McDonough with the puck, who drops it off for Cirelli. Cirelli will move it up through the middle. He moves in on the outside. Cirelli shot! Saved by Swayman, I believe. He might have just shot that wide, maybe. Less than a minute left to go here in the first period. Hagel in the corner. Brendan Hagel lost it, and it's cleared out of the zone as it turned over there into the slot. 7 seconds to go on the power play here for the Lightning. They're going to go 0 for 2 on it. McDonough, they had no shots on that power play. So my apologies. I thought they had a shot there, but they did not. It was almost turned over to the Terry right out of the box. He just came out to serve that extra 2 minutes. And the shots are 6 to 5 still in favor of the Lightning. A low shot period so far. Lohrei on the outside of the net. Shot across, it goes, trying to center it for Geeky. Could not go. And picked up here. 19 seconds to go here in the first period. Sent back in, and it goes all the way around. Deflected off the boards awkwardly, and it's cleared out to center. Pasternak trying to get it. Vasilevsky out to play it. Chernak. 5 seconds left to go in the period. Geeky across. That'll end the period. First is over, and it's a scoreless first indeed. So, the Lightning and the Bruins scoreless after 1 period of play, and we'll have our intermission report coming up next, and I'm going to try to fix our mic here because it sounds terrible. We'll be back with more after this. Let's see if my mic... I'm just going to test my mic right now and see if it sounds better here.
Okay, it does, and it's back to normal, and we'll have our intermission report coming up soon, but I just needed to test it real quick. Welcome back, everybody, to our intermission report. And finally, my mic started to work now, so that's really good to hear now. But first period and kind of a slow one here in Tampa Bay. Nothing much happening. 3 power plays happening. Catholic got a unsportsmanlike conduct and served another 2, or its teammate served his other 2. And let's go over all the trades that happened yesterday, at least, for the moment, at least, for the Bruins, at least, with their players that they lost. Marchand is gone. One of the key pieces to that 2011 team is now gone and now is in Florida, the team that has been the Bruins in the past 2 playoff years. And Carlo is also gone. He's gone to Toronto, another one of the Bruins' playoff opponents and rivalries in the recent years. Frederick has gone to Edmonton. Good addition there for the Edmonton Oilers. Brazeau goes to Minnesota. And Coyle is now with the Colorado Avalanche. So a lot of pieces moving around. Other trades around the league. Hurricanes trade Mikko Rantanen after they traded him. After they traded Natchez to the Avalanche for Rantanen to the Dallas Stars, and he's going to make his debut tonight. Lawton is also going to the Maple Leafs from the Flyers. Josh Norris to the Sabres. Dylan Cousins to the Senators. And a lot of trades happened last night, yesterday, and the night before that. Wallman is now from the Sharks and now to the Oilers. A lot of trades by the top teams in the leagues trying to push for the playoffs. And let's see how this works out for some of these teams, especially for Dallas. They got the really big move. Islanders also traded Brock Nelson to the Avalanche. Avalanche made a lot of moves at the trade deadline. See how they look after that, as now they're in the 3rd position in the Central Division. Stars are in the 2nd, and the Jets didn't make much moves. They made a couple moves, but not as much as the Stars and Avalanche did. So we'll see how this goes for the Central Division, and we'll see what happens here. But let's look over the stats in that first period. Not much stats, though, because, nothing really happened in that period. But, hey, we got to look over stats because we got to fill up time. Got to have an intermission. And we're almost 4 minutes away from the game resuming. Shots are 6-5 in favor of the Lightning. The faceoffs dominated by the Bruins. Almost 62% of them were won by the Lightning, or for the Bruins, pardon me. 0 for 2 on the power play of the Lightning. No shots on the power play for the Lightning. 0 for 1 on the power play of the Bruins. Penalty minutes 9-7. 12-7 the hits favoring the Bruins. Block shots 10-4. Giveaways 4-2 and the takeaways 1. This is the 3rd game of the season series. Lightning won the first game 4-1 in January 9th. Now January 14th, the Bruins won it 6-2 over the Lightning. So it's a scoreless first period. See if what happens here. They'll meet again 7 days late after this matchup here this afternoon in Boston. That'll be their last matchup of the season. So we'll see what happens here. And these are all the penalties in that first period. A lot of penalties for sure. A fight in that first period as well. Ottawa made the comeback, as I mentioned earlier on. Ottawa comes back from being down 3-1 and winning in overtime. They have 69 points. Nice. And in the first wild card position, Brady Tkachuk with 2 goals. And the Ottawa Senators pushing for that playoffs that they have not seen since 2017. When the Penguins eliminated them in double overtime of the Eastern Conference Final in Game 7. 3-2, the Penguins won, and then they won the Stanley Cup against the Nashville Predators. Seems so long ago when those 3 teams were good. Lightning, 78 points in the Atlantic, and they're right behind the Maple Leafs. If they get a win tonight, they'll be in the 2nd position, and it would be a Lightning and Maple Leafs series potentially, but it's so tight in the Atlantic right now. Panthers with 81 points, Maple Leafs with 79, and Lightning with 78. So it's pretty tight. We could see another Lightning and Toronto series, but we'll see what happens here as the intermission comes to an end. We'll see you in the 2nd period when it comes up next. We'll be back with more after this. Welcome back, everybody. And the second period about to start. The Bruins and the Lightning. Lightning coming back onto the ice. Had 2 power plays, did not convert on any of them, and see how they can improve there on that department. Veteran moves by the Bruins. Pasternak with some great movement in that first period. Had some great moves. And that first period had a really good chance. The Bruins were cycling it a lot. Finding wide open chances. We're finding some good chances there in that first period, better than the Lightning. See the Lightning stepping up here. In this second period. We look to see if anything happens here in the second period. See if we get a goal in this one, because we still do not have a goal in the game. And we'll see for sure. Second period's underway as the puck is dropped. We're underway here in Tampa Bay, Florida. The second period's underway. 19-16, the shot attempts favoring the Bruins. A puck battle and it's won by the Lightning. Hagel will clear it out of their zone. Deflected. Still loose. Paul trying to get it. Paul will knock it into the Bruins zone, but Geeky now passes it for Peak. And Peak will clear it out of the zone. No shots for the Bruins in the last 14 minutes and 10 seconds of that first period. Lightning have now started to kick up the momentum here on their side. Started to tilt the ice. But now it could be a 2-on-1 maybe. Pasternak looking. His shot was denied by Vasilevsky. 48 seconds in. Shots are even at 6. Low shot game. No score. So we look to see if the Lightning can get some more energy at least. The Bruins finally get a shot. And off the face-off, it is one here by the Bruins. A shot from the line, wide of the goal. Goncalves will move it around. And it's cleared out to center. Lauko will pass it back. Lauko involved with collision there at center. We only have 12 combined shots in the game. This has been a very low-shot game, very defensive. Yoki Haru will send it back in from center ice. Rimmed all the way around, and Hustadinov trying to get it. It's Gord who passes it across. And cleared out of the zone by Mosier. Stretch pass. Bjorkstrand is offside. With 18:37 to go. And like a promising chance until you realize, oh wait, it was offside. So good chances all around for both teams. Hagel had that chance in the slot earlier on in that first period, and yeah, it was a pretty good chance. Shots are even at 6. Face-off won by the Bruins as Weatherspoon will send it back in from center ice. All around, and a centering pass. It just rolled towards the front of the net, and Vasilevsky covered it with his glove on the ice. Covered it in the crease. We remind you again, later on tonight at 9 o'clock p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, the Dallas Stars and the Edmonton Oilers will face off. Rantanen coming in that deal with the Carolina Hurricanes. Connor McDavid trying to win one. Oilers have struggled recently. Got some few wins, but they'll face the Dallas Stars as a shot was blocked off the face-off. That'll be on MHS2, with Chesty doing the call later on tonight. Along the boards, Middlestad. Kepke goes back to the line. Weatherspoon, a drive, and it deflected over the net. 82-mile-per-hour shot. It actually was gloved by Vasilevsky. I didn't know where that puck was. It was gloved, though. Still a whistle, and with 18:14 to go. Seven, 6 shots favoring the Bruins. They only had 5 shots in the first period. They've gotten 2 here. Vasilevsky, 12-3-1, 1.94 goals against average, 2 shutouts in the last 16 games for him, for the Lightning. Radish moved up, point, deflected it back in. Weatherspoon will get it in the corner. Along the boards is Fotbor. Kucherov trying to get it. Turned over to Witherspoon, and they look to move it up. Middlestad into the zone, now into the slot. He shoots, and it's denied. Koepke from the boards, rimmed it all the way around. Middlestad in the corner. Middlestad. And it's cleared out. No, it's not. It's held in by Middlestad. Middlestad across. Lohrei centered. And the puck deflected up into the air and picked up there by Point. Point will send it back in. Lohrei. Lohrei looking. Passes it across for Mitchell. Mitchell will send it in. Deflected, no icing. Perbix. Now McDonough. Ryan McDonough looking. Passes it for Glendening off the boards. Pass into the zone. Chafee. Angled off by Zadorov. Moved up. Beecher trying to get it. Perbix angles him off. And Glendening will pick it up. McDonough will pick it up now behind the net. McDonough passes it out of the zone. Lightning looking to move it up. Intercepted at center. Swatted back in. Had pass though. And we'll get a whistle. 16:37 to go in the second period. Other games in the NHL tonight. Toronto and Colorado. Tomorrow, New Jersey at Philadelphia. Tomorrow, Pittsburgh at Minnesota. And Monday, Edmonton at Buffalo. So, interesting matchups there. Atlantic is tight right now. In the points, the Lightning, if they get a win here tonight, will pass the Maple Leafs. But they play tonight, I believe, against the Avalanche. So, if they were to pick up a win, they'd get back into their position with 81 points. Hagel. Now moved up for Nick Paul. Sorelli trying to get it. It's moved up here by David Pastrnak trying to make a move on Chernak. Chernak dissolves anything of a chance for Pastrnak. Witherspoon couldn't get it. Hagel out to center. Turned it over though. 14 shots combined in the game. Shots are 8-6 in favor of the Bruins. We have not reached double-digit shots yet in the game. First Lightning game we've covered this year. Moser picks up the puck and he passes it across for Perbix, and now a stretch pass for Goncalves. Goncalves goes back. Perbix, a shot over the net. Hit the glass behind Vasilevsky. Lohrei. Peak. And he moves it up. Here's Lauko the other way. Lauko from the boards. Lauko centering pass. Got through everybody. Bouncing puck cleared out by Bjorkstrand. Knocked down. Would that be a high stick? Gord. No, it's not. Yanni Gord will send it in. Swayman trying to settle it down behind the net. Here's Peak behind the net. Gord trying to get it. He picks it up, though. Along the boards, rimmed it all the way around. To the line. Pass across from McDonough. McDonough goes back. Radish. Across. A shot by Gensel. He fanned on it. Gord will go back to the point for Radish. Now to McDonough. Down low for Gensel. Rimmed it all the way around. To the line. Radish. Now to Point. Point now to Gensel. Back to Point. Trying to get it. His shot was denied by Swayman. In the slot. Good chance by Braden Point, but denied there by Jeremy Swayman of his 7th save of the night. Or the afternoon, pardon me. It's not the night yet. The rhythm of the night. Good chance there, though, by Braden Point in the slot. And, good chance there. He has 32 goals. Could have gotten his 33rd right there of the season. Gensel cannot win the faceoff. Yoki Hari will pick it up off the draw. And looks to move it up. Dumped into the zone. No icing. Beecher beat it. Radish along the boards. Comes free for a second for Brown. It's still loose. And Koepke will go back to the point. Jokiharju shot. Save! I believe. No, it deflected out of play. Don't even know where that puck was. I believe it deflected out of play. No one knew where that puck was, especially Vasilevsky. Jokiharju, 6 foot, 200 pounds from Finland. New addition for this Bruins squad. Traded from the Sabres yesterday. He was in that Four Nations face-off with Finland. Lightning won the face-off. McDonough through the middle. McDonough on the outside. McDonough will rim it all the way around. Cleared out of the zone. All the way out to center. Here's Pastrnak. Pastrnak shoots and he missed the net. Might have gotten a piece of it was Vasilevsky. Chernak. Chernak and now McDonough. Points in 19 of the last 20 games for David Pastrnak. A 17-game streak snapped on March 2nd. Yoki Harju will send it back in from the blue line. Paul. Now it's McDonough along the boards. Back into the zone, intercepted by Mitchell. And now it is Middlestad who's trying to make some move, and he could not. Cleared out of the zone again. Weatherspoon out to center. Weatherspoon. Now it's Kepke. Dropped it off. Here's a chance for Mitchell who shoots it. He tried to pass it for Lettieri. It was not Kepke. It was Lettieri. Pardon me. Here's Mitchell, a drive, and he might have hit the post. Mitchell will get it again from Lettieri. Lettieri behind the net. Middlestad throws it to the front. Mitchell, a shot, deflected to the corner. Middlestad behind the net. Gets it back from the boards across. One-timer by Mitchell, missed the net wide. And picked up here by Hagel from the boards. Brendan Hagel. He shoots, and a save made by Swayman. And he'll hold on to it with 12.5 to go. There's finally some good offense here. Pastrnak with a good chance here. And he just missed it. 12.5 to go. We'll be back with more after this in the second period. We're back, everybody, here in Tampa Bay. We have gotten word that the Canes and the Maple Leafs were having Rantanen trade talks before he went to Dallas. Marner was asked by the Canes to be in the Rantanen trade, and Marner declined it, reiterating his desire to stay with the Maple Leafs. And Cohen and Minton were part of the trade proposal for Marner to go to Carolina. Didn't go, as Marner didn't want to go to Carolina. 3 shot attempts here for the Lightning, though, in this period. And the Bruins got some momentum on that previous shift before we went to commercial. Here's Gergensons. He'll send it in. He got hit there. Tough hit there. Lori couldn't get it. Here's a shot from the blue line and a save made through traffic by Swayman. Lori out the center. Kaslik trying to get it. Could not. Now picked up here. Here's Perbix. Now Chafee. Chafee on his backhand. Lori rimmed it around. Cleared out of the zone by Beecher. It's at center ice where it's picked up here and it's sent back in by Perbix. Rimmed all the way around. Lori passes it for Peak. Off the boards, deflected. Kaslik. Kucherov. Pass across. Hagel drops it off for Cirelli. Cirelli drops it off. Shot! And it missed the net wide from the one-timer from the blue line. And out of play. Radish with the chance. We are hearing here that the new Bruins defender Henry Jokiharju told the media today he asked for a trade from Buffalo. So that's why Jokiharju is now at the Bruins, is he asked for a trade out of the Buffalo Sabres, and that's why here he's with the Bruins. From the line, Radish dances it, and it's intercepted as he was trying to send it in deep. Jokiharju. Here's Lauko the other way. Jacob Lauko. Centered. It's in the crease, and no one could get it. A backhand off by Hustadinov. He could not get it off. He had the puck right there in the crease. No one knew where that puck was until it was cleared out of the way. Point into the zone. Point chips it across. Jokiharju passes it for Zadorov in the corner. We're almost halfway through this game, and we have no goals. And Zadorov will pass it across. And deflected it at center. It's still loose. Cirelli into the zone one-on-one. Cirelli, the backhand move, and he could not pull it off as he made a move there. Pass across for Hagel. Across, and Kucherov couldn't get the shot away. Center back for Hagel, and it could not go. And it's picked up here by Pasternak. 19 shots combined in the game, 10 of them to the Bruins, and it's cleared out again. Bruins on a line change. Weatherspoon will send it back in. Vasilevsky out to play it. We're officially halfway through the game, and no goals so far. 10-9, the shots favoring the Bruins. Hagel will dump it back into the zone. Picked up here. Weatherspoon and almost game it away. He did it. Cirelli goes back to the line. A shot. That missed the net barely. Lilleberg moves it around. Kucherov let it go, and no one was at the point, and Perbix will have to go back. He has the puck in his own zone. Deflected, turned over. Bad turnover, down low. Koepke, and it's slid, and they score on the rebound. The Bruins have the lead. One nothing Bruins. Lettieri with the goal. Wow. Thought Vasilevsky was going to have that. It was initially Koepke who was driving the net, and then it was Lettieri who jams it in. I thought Vasilevsky had it. It slid off of his skate. It was loose, and they were trying to clear it. Bjorkstrand basically gave it to Lettieri, who puts it in, and the Bruins have a 1-0 lead. And finally, we have a goal. 9:28 to go in the second period, and the Bruins lead by 1. Face-off 1. Third goal this season. His 10th game with the Bruins. Middlestad pressured behind the net, and the Lightning are down by 1. Here at home, Lilleberg just cross-checks Lettieri. No penalty, though. Along the boards, Mitchell. Lettieri gets taken down as well by Bjorkstrand. It's still jammed up along the boards, along the wall. Goes back to the line. Goncalves across. His shot by Perbix went wide. Bjorkstrand out of Paul in the corner. Paul now goes back to the point for Lilleberg. A shot. Block it away and out of play into the netting with 8:51 to go. Bruins have the first goal of the game. Lettieri jams it in on the rebound. And a 1-0 lead with 8:51 to go in the second. We'll be back with more after this on our NHL and MHS coverage. We're back, everybody, with 8:51 to go in the second period. The Bruins have the lead with Lettieri's goal to make it 1-0. There's a drive by Koepke, and it got through Vasilevsky, and then it was still loose in his pads, and jammed in by Lettieri. A 1-0 lead here for the Bruins, and see if the Lightning can respond here. John Cooper and his staff and his players trying to respond here to try to level this game up at 1. The Bruins, though, not playing bad after their deadline of selling players. Marchand, Carlo, Frederick, Brazeau, and Coyle are now gone from this team. New additions, Middlestad, I believe Lauko, Yoki Haru, a lot of new faces on this Bruins squad. McAvoy is still out with injury due to that Four Nations face-off. He's on the IR, I believe. I don't think he's on the LTIR. It's cleared out of the zone as the Bruins won the face-off, and the Lightning still with no goals so far as Mosier stretches it up for Glendening. A shot deflected and out of play with 8:39 left in the middle frame. 12-10, the shots favoring the Bruins. It's Koepke with a good drive to the net, and it was somehow still loose. I don't know how it was. I thought Vasilevsky was covering that with his pads. But it goes in with Lettieri on the rebound. Nice drive to the net for the Bruins. They get a 1-0 lead. Rimmed all the way around. 1-0, the Bruins lead it. Oh, that's a brutal cross-check, but they don't call it. Zadorov clears it out the center. Sent back into the zone. Dumped back into the corner. Mosier. Through the middle. Gergensen's leveled there by Zadorov. Wow. Yoki Haru passes it across for Brown. Brown slaps one over the net. To the line, Hustadinov. Intercepted there by Mosier. And he passes it for Radish. The Lightning have outscored 52-25 their opponents in the 13-game stretch where they're 11-1-1. Vasilevsky moves it around Mosier, deflected it, point. Now it moved up. Hagel had left it Gord had left it from behind. He didn't have a handle with the puck. It's a weird carom off the boards, and it rolls into Swayman, and it's covered with 7:29 left. We have our co-com Chesty. So, 7:29 to go off the face-off, won by Gord. His shot wide at the post. You're going to be doing the game later on tonight with Edmonton and Dallas, if I'm not mistaken.
Not sure if you'll be co-commenting?
I don't know. My voice is a tough one here. But the Lightning Down by 1 here. Centering pass. Could not go. And it's picked up here. Lorai will send it in. Hustadinov with the puck. Hustadinov circles around. He lost the handle, and Gensel will try to get it, but it's turned back over to Lorai, who sends it in deep. And Chernak will play it behind his own net. Less than 7 to go here in the second period. Deflected. Gensel. No icing. Point will get it. And no one was at the blue line and picked up here by McDonough. What are you expecting that Dallas-Edmonton matchup that we'll have later on tonight?
I mean, I could see it easily being a future playoff round matchup. Really, too high-powered. Of course, Dallas, I'd say, has the winning ticket right now with being a very much a favorable Stanley Cup contender. They already were before the deadline. But, oh, nice save by Swayman.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you, but what a glove save by Jeremy Swayman on that chance.
Could you share your screen, by chance?
I have it on my TV.
I'm very behind.
I'm
Try to, like, point your camera.
Yeah, I'll pull it up here. Hold on.
Do you want me to share your screen?
No, I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
All right.
Off the face-off, it is 1 here. Pass across from the point. Radish shoots. Blocked. Out in front of the net. Lilleberg across. Hagel. Pressure here by the Lightning. Hagel sends it low. Back to Radish again, and it skates to Hagel. Hagel back to Radish. Pass across. A one-timer by Kucherov was fanned on from a tough angle. Kastelik can't clear it. A stick was in the lane, disrupted the pass for Hagel. Hagel tried to center it. It's intercepted by Kastelik, and it's cleared out of the zone. As one of the Bruins didn't have one of their sticks, it was Brown with the puck. And that's going to be an icing. With 5
talking about before the... Sorry.
Go ahead.
Talking about before, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Edmonton was also getting deep into that conversation of looking at Mikko Rantanen, but weren't able to match up Dallas's offer. I believe it was Stankoven going to Carolina.
Yeah, Stankoven went to Carolina, 2 first-round picks and 2 third-round picks.
They also had that $96 million extension, which I believe is 8 years, $12 million AAV, which I think could be one of the biggest contracts we currently have in the NHL.
Rantanen wanted that money. He wanted $14 million later on in the day, or earlier on in the day, and I guess he settled for 12. His agent that represents him is the same agent that Wyatt Johnston and Thomas Harley already have on Dallas, and Wyatt Johnston got an extension later on that day as well. As the Bruins look to move it up, Weatherspoon will send it back in. Didn't get much on it. I believe Wyatt Johnston got a 5-year, $8.4 million per year, I think, or I'm not sure the details of that, but I believe he got 5 years. As Paul moves it in on the backhand, and a save by Swayman. Yeah, but that's going to be our matchup.
So, I mean,
later on
talking about it was. I mean, both very active teams. If I'm not mistaken, Dallas very active during that deadline, as I believe we'll be heading to break.
Yeah, but
again, at that beautiful.
Before we go to break, apparently, from Elliot Friedman, we just heard right now that Toronto was supposed to get Rantanen, and it was supposed to be Marner to Carolina, but Marner did not want to move his no-trade clause because he wants to stay in Toronto. But it was supposed to be Marner going to Carolina for Mikko Rantanen for Toronto, and that would have been a very good addition for the Toronto Maple Leafs for sure.
Definitely, of course, that one shocker, Brad Marchand.
Yeah, oh my, it was
it was
right
very
after
random.
the time. It was right after the trade deadline had ended, the clock, and it was a last minute. I believe it barely beat the buzzer to get the trade working, and Marchand. To the Panthers.
He's gonna get number 63 in Florida, just confirmed.
Imagine Marchand, Matthew Tkachuk, and Sam Bennett on a line. That's a very dangerous team that just won the Stanley Cup.
Definitely.
They're going to really try to get that trying to defend their cup for sure. It's a very good team going into the playoffs for sure. But it's tight in the Atlantic right now because if the Lightning win this, they're over Toronto, but Toronto plays tonight against the Avs.
Talk about how tight the Eastern Conference wildcard race is.
Oh, my. The Rangers had a 3-1 lead, and Ottawa won it 4-3 in overtime.
I don't want to talk about it. At least we got a point. At least we got a point.
Yeah, that's every point counts at this point. The Red Wings,
two must-win
the
games
Red Wings,
for
the
the
Red
Rangers,
Wings,
I'd definitely say.
the Red Wings have fallen off from grace since they faced Columbus before the Stadium Series, and very controversial go-ahead goal for the Columbus Blue Jackets for sure.
I did that game.
I know you did, but that was a very controversial goal.
It was very. I was raging in the booth during the replay. Like, how do you not call that?
It makes,
honestly.
And now because of that, it spiraled down, and the Red Wings are on a 5-game losing streak. So they need to step it up before before it gets worse, because everyone's starting to catch up now.
Was one of those teams that were supposed to be a playoff lock at the beginning of the season. They had a whole bunch of great acquisitions. The new Rangers destination spot before was Carolina and Jesper Fast. There were a few others. And we're gonna have the rush sights and sounds of the game.
Nice addition. Shot was blocked.
It really makes me wonder though why we don't see feeds with just the rush other than the ASL.
I really wish we had more of this. This will be in the Stanley Cup final for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Our plans to have 2 casks, if I'm not mistaken, MHS and MHS2. I'll be on the call on MHS2. And
that's how we did in 4 Nations face-off.
Yep. Also, Eastern Conference, I'm probably expected to cover that. And Western Conference goes to Max. So I feel like we've definitely got a lot figured out during this NHL season overall in MHS.
Yep, we had a lot of games here in the early parts of March, and we still got April to go for the regular season. But mostly April is going to be playoff coverage here on the main channel, MHS2. It's a month away, and we're all very excited for playoff hockey coming back.
We do expect the Pens fan return.
Yep, we will expect him to return. Lauco will pass it back. Oh, God, no. Get his...
No!
He just ruined it.
Get him off!
Get him off. McDonough.
He ruined our very peaceful conversation.
Very peaceful. He just nudged in. Here's Paul on a chance, and it was blocked away by Swayman. Oh, my. 3:23 to go.
It's just we're very choppy.
Yeah, that's my fault. Yeah, it's pretty choppy on your side.
Do you want me to send you the link real quickly?
No, I have a feed from another thing, so I'm not going to mess with it. It's probably OBS making it slower. But good chances here for the Bruins.
I think I have to go real quick.
Okay.
I'll mute my mic.
Swayman made a huge glove save earlier on in the period when we were talking about what was happening with the trade deadlines and all that. Off the face-off, one. Lilleberg across. A shot from the line was blocked out in front, Perbix, and out of play with 3:17 left. One nothing Bruins still. It was actually, I think it's supposed to be Kepke's goal, because I think that went off a Tampa Bay player and into the net. I think that was Bjorkstrand who put it into his own net off the skate of Vasilevsky and into the net. And that's why I think it's credited now to Kepke. 1-0 Bruins, 13-11. The shots favoring the Lightning now. The Lightning have started to step it up a little bit here. Crowd trying to get some momentum on their side. Face-off won by the Bruins, though, as Weatherspoon will clear it out of the zone. Picked up here by Lilleberg. Passes it across. Deflected puck into the crowd with 3:04 left. Pardon me. 3:04 left to go. We still have no Hedman. I don't know how long his injury is going to be. If it's just going to be for this game. But he was listed as he was ready. But nope. They scratched him last minute due to his injury from the lower body injury from the Buffalo game. Boston's had 8 straight playoff appearances. Eliminated in first or second round 7 times. They went all the way to the Stanley Cup final in 2019. And now 6 years later has not improved since then. Shot by Lori was blocked. Lori from the boards, now in the corner, angled off by Chernak, still loose along the boards, comes into the slot, goes back to the line and out of his reach by Peak. Trying to hold it in, he was out of his reach. On the road, they're 10 wins only for the Bruins, 17 losses and 3 overtime losses. Dropped off of Kucherov, he shoots, it's blocked, still loose in the slot, picked up here in a 3-on-2 the other way. Here's Geeky, pardon me. Pass across Zacha. Couldn't settle it down. Zacha, cross, one-timer, and it missed the net. Zacha. Lori, slot, chance, slot, shot, and it just skittered wide of the net. It went through Vasilevsky's 5-0 wide. Mitchell. There's Middlestad through the middle. Middlestad. Chips it into the corner. Behind the net, Mosier. Good chances by the Bruins trying to make it a 2-0 lead. Could not. Cleared off the glass. And an icing by the Lightning. With 1:34 left to go in the middle frame. ABC is going to have coverage of the New Jersey Devils and the Pittsburgh Penguins. That was a 2001 Eastern Conference Final matchup. A 1999 first-round series. Those teams faced each other a lot back then. 1993 first-round series as well. 1995 second-round series. Devils-Penguins have a long rivalry from back then. New Jersey struggled because they've lost Jack Hughes, some key players, and they need to get it in the right tide on their boat before they start to become a wild card team, as Columbus is inching for that third spot in their division, I believe in the Metro. On the outside is Middlestad. Middlestad to the line. One-timer was blocked out in front by Gensel. A turnaround shot was blocked out in front. Kepke gets it behind the net. Cole Kepke to the line. Zadorov has some trouble on his knees. Pass across. One-timer from the point. It was deflected and into the crowd and out of play with 53.5 left to go, as a shot was taken there by Yoki Haru. Playoff chances for the Bruins has now dipped 3%. After entering January 1st, they've had 51%. And now it is 3%. The Bruins, since those moves in the trade deadline, it has gone wrong. And this looks like this team's not going to make it to the playoffs. 18 games remaining, 10 versus current playoff teams, 11 on the road. Tough task awaiting here for the Bruins. Bjorkstrand moves it up, though, for the Lightning with 47 seconds to go in the middle frame. A 1-0 lead for the Bruins. The only goal coming here in the middle frame. Here's a shot that was blocked out in front. McDonough will rim it all the way around behind the net into the corner. Still loose along the wall. It's fought for. Goncalves trying to get it free. Still loose behind the net. Bjorkstrand goes back to the line again. Chernak, not a shot off the post. Paul on the rebound. Bjorkstrand had the chance and he hit the post. To the slot it goes. Point trying to chip it in, and Swayman makes a huge save with 13.5 left to go. Bjorkstrand with a shot off the post. And this game could have been leveled.
I'm back.
We just had a goal post hit by
Yeah, I see on the replay.
15-13, the shots favoring the Lightning now. There was only 6 shots for the Lightning in that first period, and now they have gotten 9 here. Maybe one last chance.
It's been a very quiet game, though, overall.
For sure, it's been a very quiet one. Here's a last second rush, pardon me. Behind the net, Kastelik with 2 seconds left to go. Nothing's going to happen there. That'll end the second period. Only 1 goal in the game, and it goes to the Bruins. I believe it was Cole Kepke with the goal. And he has put in the Bruins on top. This is the second time being held scoreless through 2 periods at home for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Only second time, though. That's insane.
Yeah.
So
last night I talked about... Sorry.
So we'll go to our intermission report since we're here and we just don't want to waste time and all that because, yeah. Let's go to our intermission screen. Go ahead and make what you were trying to say before I interrupted you. Sorry.
Say it before, bro. I was gonna talk about the future of MHS, considering now I'm a co-owner. At least I think I am. I don't know. Undesignated co-owner.
Undesignated.
But whatchamacallit,
yeah, we have
of course,
playoff
UFL.
plans.
Yep, playoff plans, UFL. The first game will be the Battlehawks and the Roughnecks, if I'm not mistaken. At on March 20th at 6 o'clock. It's a Friday night football.
Oh my God, Friday night football. We haven't had one. We had Monday night football for a little bit, and then we just, yeah. I'm not that much of a football person, so. Oh my God, shocker. Yeah, we cover
especially
a lot of
from
hockey.
Texas. Texas, yeah, one of the.
Yeah, hockey though.
Well, maybe think about doing the Frozen Four.
The Frozen.
Maybe?
Yeah, we could do the Frozen Four. I have never done it before, but we could do.
I called dibs. I'm playing. I'm playing.
Yeah, but that was a very quiet
tonight-
second period. Only one goal, so at least something happened in that second period. But it seemed like it was going to be scoreless for the remainder of that second. But let's go over the goal here on our little goal visualizer.
What's a goal visualizer?
From the NHL.com, because it's the only way we can show you the goal without getting copyright. So,
I can't see it.
Well, I'm showing it on the stream.
I can't.
Here, this is the goal by Cole Koepke. A turnover, I believe, here at the blue line by, I believe, Perbix. Perbix did turn it over, and in the rush here, I looked that up again, as I believe it was Middlestad who intercepted the pass here. Yeah, he did. Middlestad intercepted the pass. Middlestad was pressured along the boards. He passed it for Koepke, and it went off of Bjorkstrand's stick and in. I thought on the rebound it was put in by Letteri. He thought so as well, but it was Cole Koepke's goal, and the Bruins lead by 1. And his 8th goal of the season, 24th assist for Middlestad, who gets the only assist of that goal. And the game is now a 1-0 lead here for the Bruins, and that's the only thing we've had here in the game. So let's talk about trade deadline. Trade
Reminds
deadline.
me of that TNT game I did.
Yeah, the
Minnesota-Boston game.
Yeah, Bruins and Wild. It was a 1-0 win there on that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a fun game. Right before I had to go on break for a bit, Missouri and Kentucky had a brawl at the buzzer.
Really?
It lasted 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Really? What?
This is we had some very interesting moves at the trade deadline. What was your favorite one?
Definitely. Ooh, give me Brad Marchand.
Oh my.
To his arch rivals. Live there, Atlantic City. Oh god. Atlantic City. Yeah, so like Atlantic City, New Jersey rivals. The Gamble versus the Waste. That would be more Vegas, wouldn't it?
What happened?
Wouldn't it be more Las Vegas, Atlantic City? Gamblers, maybe.
Maybe.
Anyway, where were we? How did we get to that?
I don't know. We were talking about trade deadline, and then you went to that.
Atlantic Division. Atlantic.
Since I'm a Stars fan, I'm totally gonna say the Mikko Rantanen.
Mikko Rantanen.
Yeah, Mikko Rantanen trade was insane.
Yeah.
I don't think the Stars have gotten a big name like that from Dallas since, I believe, Brad Richards from all the way back in 2008. We haven't had a big name in a while coming to Dallas. I mean, you could say Joe Pavelski. But
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis, yep. Well, let's go over the scores in the National Hockey League. There's only 2 games that have gone so far. Kraken won 4-1 against the Fly. That was an ABC game, apparently. I don't know why that was an ABC game, but whatever. Tippett scored 1-0, and then Cartier, Beniers, Stevenson, and Montour 4 unanswered, and the Kraken win it 4-1. They've struggled this year, but they get a win here to the morning time. And then the heartbreaker for the Rangers.
Yep.
Rangers scored first. Susie, I didn't even know Susie was on this team. I think it was
Oh,
a trade.
do I hit the rushing the
What happened? You're glitching out. Like
overtime? Overtime, the Emma Auburn.
What Auburn? What's happening with Auburn?
Alabama Auburn in overtime.
They're in overtime right now?
Yeah. You want me to commentate it during intermission?
They're talking about the... Look at this post right here. First pick of Marchand in Florida. Pretty accurate.
Oh!
Pretty accurate
Yeah,
there.
yeah, definitely.
Pretty accurate posts here. Get a long shirt. Yeah, that's probably
Alright, you want me to do the final... You want me to do the final 450 of this game if ESPN decides to load itself? The 450 of overtime?
We'll see. Well, let's go over the score. When did y'all get Susie? I'm very confused. I didn't even know y'all had Susie on the
I
team.
don't know how we got him for like nothing. I think we may have fleet.
So Susie is on
It's
the Rangers
Auburn.
apparently, and
Oh! Anyway, it's 81-81 in the game.
oh my dear lord. Gap in money led to Bruins trading Brad Marchand. Bruins offered a 3-year deal to Marchand.
They couldn't afford Marchand?
That's insane.
Definitely.
That's Marchand. He was the only remaining piece of that 2011 team, I'm pretty sure, that won the cup. And for the first time since 2002, Marchand and Bergeron are not on a team, on a Bruins team, which is insane. It's an insane stat. Yeah, that's when the Bruins had Joe Thornton. That's how long ago that was.
Yep. Yeah.
So,
oh yeah, Joe Thornton, I believe, was a captain.
He was the captain, and then he just didn't do anything on the Bruins, and then he went to the Sharks. So Susie made it 1-0 for the Rangers. First period done, 1-0 Rangers. Zibanejad scored. Oh my God, Zibanejad scoring in the big 2025. Okay,
It's Mika March.
it's wow. 2-0 Rangers.
Mika Magic.
Brady Tkachuk cuts into the lead with a tip-in goal. Just seconds after Zibanejad scored him at 3:55, Brady Tkachuk scores at 4:06, ends the second 2-1 Rangers. The Breadman Panarin with his 27th goal, 3-1 Rangers, 7:08 into the third.
I think the Rangers have been a bit of a disappointment though this year.
I think that's an understatement this year.
Look at this corner. Oh my God, the slam!
What happened?
Off the failed triple.
Wow. But the
No,
Stars.
I'm giving the most fan experience right now.
The Stars is cup odds apparently for betting or whatever went up to number 1 on some
I'm not surprised. Oh, speaking of the devil, look at the intermission.
Panarin makes it 3-1.
In the capital of East Alaska. The capital of East Alaska. Oh my God, that's picked off. Roll Tide!
Panarin made it 3-1 at 7:08 with a snapshot, and I thought that game was over with that. I saw it on the intermission.
Could you try to refresh your feed by chance?
What happened?
It's like, do you want to just share my screen?
I'm just syncing from my TV, so that's why. I won't pay attention to the computer one. So, it's 3 minutes after that, Ridley Gregg scores to make it 3-2. It was a weird one, I think.
Could you at least use my link that I use for streaming games?
And then Amadio made it 3-3 at 17:08 to tie the game at 3 for the Senators. We go to overtime, and Brady Tkachuk, 33 seconds into overtime, his second goal of the game makes it a 4-3 win for the Senators. They're in the first wild card spot. They take over Columbus's spot, and
I have a jersey number to use. Scott Lawton will wear number 24. What's up with the 24s lately? Carson Cece, Scott Lawton for the Maple Leafs.
A lot of 24s.
Yep.
Well, it's going to be a very good matchup tonight. Who do you think?
84.
Do we see a prediction here on Dallas and or Edmonton? This is the rematch of the Western Conference Final. Dallas beat the Oilers 4-1 in Dallas this season in October.
Dallas going to be there. Is Mikko Rantanen going to be there?
Yep, Rico Rantanen's going to be at the game, confirmed. He's playing on the line with Rope Hintz and Jason Robertson. Jason Robertson was really hot in the Flames game.
I heard enough.
What happened?
I heard enough. Give me Dallas.
But the Oilers did get some good pieces. They got Frederick. Okay, so this is supposed to be the lines for tonight's game for Dallas. This is supposed to be Robertson, Hintz, and Rantanen on the top line. Marchment, Duchesne, Granlund, Ben Johnston.
If I was smart, I would be Sorry. If I were to be smart, I'd be memorizing the lines, the numbers, and names right now.
Well, they're not official yet, so these are just projected ones.
It's an Auburn triple. Can I say the last minute 35 or no?
Go ahead.
As Alabama coming in for beyond the arc, going from downtown, and it went off the window and out. Now from the far side beyond the arc, and it missed off the rim. I have no idea players' names, but he laid it in. Well, falling back, and that's two for the Tide, and here's Auburn back the other way in this iron ball matchup. Iron game, rather, not Iron Bowl. That's college football. From the Auburn logo, playing it in the near side. It'll be played to the jump shot line where a floater try goes off the rim. And back the other way, here's the Crimson Tide. Coming in slowly on the near side beyond the arc, able to hook his way into the jump shot line. Looking back, thought about the triple. He'll go back to half court. Looking over his options, he'll play it to the paint, charging in, and no good. With 41.4, it is 87-86 Alabama. As we'll have a stoppage as the Auburn player was down. As number 1 Auburn versus number 7 Alabama. Could be a decent upset, I guess you could say, but he'd fall back. Deuce. He was getting the works by Carwell. And it'll be a pair of free throws for Alabama. Mark Sears, 85% on the free throws. That's 9th in the SEC conference. First one is good. So now it's Alabama up by 2. 1 of 1. Got it. It's 2 of 2. It's 2 beauties.
Okay, Bucci.
Mark Sears, 7 points, 7 assists.
Okay, John
down to
Bucci
39.
Put out his Stanley Cup power rankings. He has the Avalanche at first. Which, no.
Wow.
No.
Well, didn't they get Casey Middlestat? Or no, they traded him away.
Middlestat's now in the Bruins.
Ah. Bruins a little bit active, 33.8. It's a 1-point game once again, 89-88, as whatever that player's name is went right in. It would be a great time to have the lineups, right?
It would be a great time. That was his 500th NHL game for Brady Tkachuk, and he got 2 goals on it. Interesting.
Tahad? Who named their child Tahad? Taahad, unless I'm saying something wrong.
Might get the pronunciation wrong. So this is the Stanley Cup power rankings. The Avalanche, the Panthers, the Capitals, the Stars, the Oilers, the Lightning, the Maple Leafs, the Golden Knights, and the Jets. Well,
I'm still sticking with my Dallas Stars. Rangers aren't even in the top 10.
Yeah. I don't know
Aren't
how
they
he
like
sees
number 4 if I'm not mistaken?
I don't know about the Avs. They have improved in their trade deadline, and we have to see tonight when they play the Maple Leafs tonight. See if they improve. For
As now, We'll get back to the action from the baseline. I'll play it out. Almost got stolen by the Tigers, and I believe we'll have a foul. Now Auburn in bonus plus. That's our 9th foul. It's Miles Kelly has 4 fouls on the day, 13 points. Wearing number 13. That's 30 and 8/10 of a second left here in the overtime number 1. LeBaron Filine, 75% on the free throw line. Today he's 2 for 2.
No wonder why Bucci Gruss put Dallas at 4th, because he's the biggest Avalanche fan ever. If you see him commentate the game, he literally says the Nate dog when he's on a breakaway. Like that doesn't tell you. That doesn't tell you if Bucci Gruss is not an Avalanche fan. I don't know what.
Yep.
Dallas is more
As
2
in
and 3.
1988. The first free throw was good. That second one is also good. It's 91-88, tied leading. You need a triple to tie.
Someone said Duck Stanley Cup champions.
Through midcourt, able to drop it back beyond the arc, launching his way in. Had some second for a second was Pettiford. Pettiford, a triple, get covered off the rim, and he gets it right back. Shot clock turned off, triple! Ow! It's tied at 91. Johanny Brobe, that's his 34th point of the day. With 14 and a half seconds left in overtime. And that's a timeout for the Tide. Thoughts on that triple?
We're about to get started in the game again.
Janai Broom, I said that probably very wrong, didn't I?
I have no clue. I got my lineup here on my side, so we'll see. We'll see if it was right or not. We'll see if we have anyone here.
No, what's your bet's gonna go into double overtime?
It could be going into a double overtime.
I'm praying Max can coke.
We'll see. I'll probably be watching the game because this is gonna be a very good matchup.
You're the biggest. I don't even care if you're biased. You're the biggest Stars fan. It'll be funny to watch. I'm just saying. Just to piss you off. Okay.
Oh man. Well, the third period is about to start.
I wouldn't be fed.
Third period is about to be underway here in Tampa Bay. See how the Lightning can try to tie it up here. Try to tie this game up at 1. Maybe we see overtime here. And ew. Yuck.
What?
Should be Gary Thorne. Shame.
What? When?
It should be Gary Thorne right there.
Sean McDonough might be better than Doc Emmerich. Hear me out.
No.
Gary Thorne.
I will not hear you out. Good night. Anyways.
Sean McDonough is a better commentator.
Not even close.
Man, I love this beautiful feed. It's just stuck at a frozen screen. I'm looking at Sean McDonough's alien looking face.
Save made. It's stuck. No, it's moving for me. But
as Bama coming through beyond the arc, 4 to go. Plays that in now into the bait. It's good if it goes. Oh, at the buzzer. It's a deuce, and the Tide win it in an option. 93-91. And you can come back to that.
Kucherov shot, deflected rebound, and Hagel couldn't get it. And almost a tie game here in our game. Chernak goes across out of the zone. 1-6-2. The Bruins are in the last 9 games. 8 games have been decided by 1 goal. The Lightning have outscored their opponents 23-5 in the third period. Here's Pasternak. A shot in the slide was blocked by Chernak. He gets it back. It's still loose. And it's played up by Sorelli. Lost it and turned it over. Pasternak off the boards. Pasternak slaps it in from center ice. we won't see another center ice goal in a while. Zadorov, he shoots and a save. Rebound denied by Vasilevsky, and it's covered. I mean, if we see another center ice goal, we haven't seen one of those in a long time, like Lidstrom or Langenbrunner from back in the day. Langenbrunner won Game 5 of the Western Conference Final against the Detroit Red Wings from center ice because Osgood misplayed the puck. It deflected off his stick from center ice and into the net. And that's how the Stars forced the Game 6 in '98. Shot deflected wide. Another chance by Zadorov. Save. Rebound. Lauko's stick was being held and no chance there for him to get his stick loose. Another chance deflected wide. Not held in, though. It was offside warning. Here's Glendening the other way. Drops it out for Gord. Gord struggles to have the puck in the corner and picked up here by Zadorov. Pass across. For Yoki Haru, he circles back. Middlestad. Zadorov lays a hit in the corner. No icing here. Mosier, played by Gensel. Deflects it out by Mosier. Point. Pressured by Kepke and Mitchell. Will pass it across for Weatherspoon. Back to Kepke again. Kepke into the zone. They're onside, they say. Kepke trying to sling it all the way around. Could not. Intercepted. Kepke in front. And a backhand was blocked out in front of the net. Gensel passes it. Perbix, a move through the zone. Perbix on the outside. Perbix intercepted by Middlestad, but Point gets it back to the line. Gensel, he looks, he centers it. Point gets it from the blue line. Now at the point, still pressured. Point will pass it. Lilleberg, a shot. A one-timer was blocked. He gets it back. Lilleberg goes low. Point. Not a tough angle shot by Bjorkstrand. It was denied. Gensel will go back to the point for Perbix. He passes it across. And the Lightning having some zone time here. Perbix again. He shoots. Deflected. Point wide of the goal. Point. Now to Perbix along the boards. Rims it all the way around. Point. Center. One-timer. Fanned on. Weatherspoon will clear. It was Bjorkstrand, I believe, who one-timed it, and he fanned on it. Mostly on it. Lilleberg will send it back in. The shots are 18-16 in favor of the Bruins. Thoughts on the game?
I think it's been a quiet game though so far. It's starting to ramp up a little bit.
Imagine it's starting to ramp it up in the third. That's insane.
Yeah, definitely. Trying to ramp it up. I can barely see the game. It's going in like 3 frames a second.
I apologize for that, but it's sent back in by Chafee. It is Lohrei who picks it up. The Bruins have kind of controlled the Lightning offense here. Here's a shot, save. It was Geeky with the chance with 16:09 to go. And
CJ Mitchell pissed the tied. Which one got the tied one?
Hagel had this chance.
Currently, the odds for the current betting odds has Stars versus Panthers Stanley Cup Final.
That should have been last year, so.
Yeah. It should have been Stars Rangers.
Yeah, it should have been Stars Rangers. Either
That's
Stars Rangers or Stars Panthers, but did it happen? We got the Oilers and the Panthers. It was a pretty entertaining series.
How did the Oilers win that game? That game, what was it, 6?
Game 6, yeah, they were dominating that game.
How? It's all just a random legacy game.
Random legacy game, and they didn't win Game 7, so they're better at Rogers Place than they were at Emirates Bank Arena for sure. Only got one
I've been
win.
to that place once.
Chernak shoots from the blue line, and it's wide. Here's Hagel.
The very annoying play-by-play commentator, if it wasn't like Mike Goldberg.
Still loose score! No, it hit the post! Oh! How did that not go in? It was a wide open net. And Pasternak moves it up for Zacha. Now to Pasternak again. Pasternak looking to center it. Pasternak looking. He still has the puck into the slot. It goes to the line. It was out of the zone. Zadorov will play it back. How in the world did that not go in?
In the 2 frames that I saw, it looked like it was in the net.
There was a goal graphic behind the net, too, and nothing.
I thought they did score.
I thought so, too, but the referee waved it off. And we're still
Reminds me of
scoreless for the Lightning. Goncalves.
that- reminds me of that Carson Soucy goal from earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Blew the whistle too soon.
Here's
I
Lauko.
saw that in 60 frames.
Lauko looking on his backhand. He passes it. It was intercepted by Goncalves. I thought it was Gonzalez when I saw it, but it was Goncalves. So, the interesting last name. Lindholm to the line. A shot wide of the goal. Hustadinov rimmed it around. Behind the net, Lilleberger will pick it up.
You're a Hispanic coming out?
What? Rimmed all the way around. Gord. It's Paul. Paul gets tripped up. Bjorkstrand. To the line. Radish, a one-timer. And it's wide. Rimmed all the way around. It's still along the boards. It's fought for. Mosier. Hustadinov. And Zadorov will flip it out to center. Back into the Lightning zone. No icing. They say it was waved off.
Did you know right now at Emily, however you say, Emily Arena, they're having a watch party for the game in the arena.
Here's a chance down low. How's that working? That makes no sense. There's an icing here on the
That's
Bruins.
called watching the game in the lobby.
I know the Penguins used to have that at Mellon Arena, where they had like a screen outside for playoff games. But that was a long time ago.
A lot of. I'm not mistaken. I believe the New York Rangers filled up City Field, if I'm not during the playoffs,
Really?
and Central Park.
And they still lost.
Yeah, I can't really make an excuse for that. I don't know.
Yeah.
They almost choked that that 3-0 lead.
Mm-hmm. In Game 5, I did that game.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
But yeah, you couldn't do Game 6, which was a thriller.
Yeah, thriller 2-1. Panarin or whatever scored when it was like, doesn't matter anymore. Here's point.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Carolina series.
No, the conference final series. I did Game 5
That filthy
and 1.
Lafreniere goal.
Lafreniere's own goal.
Of course, you had to bring that up.
I remember that because I
Tony?
did that game.
What about Tony? What about Tony DeAngelo? What's
Oh.
that? 4 own goals on the Isles.
It's probably the reason why the goal differential is pretty bad. As it's backhanded around, Brown
No.
gets taken down by Vasilevsky. It was Pasternak who actually got taken down. Vasilevsky doesn't have his stick. Now he picks it up.
No more Game 1 to the Island. It's own goal to the Island.
Apparently, when I do a Rangers game, they lose. So, no Rangers games for
Don't
me,
do
I
it.
guess.
Yeah,
So-
I'm 0 for 2. I thought about
Look
doing
at
the
this.
Ottawa game.
How did this not go in? Crossbar for Hagel and a wide open.
Oh my God!
net.
Wait, did Swayman get a piece of that?
I think he did. He did.
Oh my goodness! What a save!
Wow. 12:29 to go, and that's the difference why this game is not
We're gonna
tied.
have to break.
We'll
We're
be
gonna force
back.
them to break.
We're back, everybody, and I'm joined alongside Chesty, and I don't know how Hagel missed that wide open net.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God, what a save though.
Swayman, I think, got a piece of it with his stick. Yeah, he did. He sure did.
Wow.
Got on the paddle, I think.
Terry, two beauties.
6 shots for Hagel, 4 scoring chances, game highs. No points, though. And Hagel had that chance off the crossbar, and a huge save by Swayman. Got a piece of it to keep this game a 1-0 lead for the Bruins. Into the zone, a drop pass. Here's Lorai. Rimmed it all the way around. Perbix trying to get it. Perbix does have it, and he passes it across. He tries to knock it down and could not. Lorai will settle it down. Passes it for Lauco. Drop pass deflected back into the zone by Lindholm from the blue line. 8 minutes into the third period and still 1-0. It could be a 1-1 tie. It should be a 1-1 tie, but Hagel hit the crossbar. So, yeah, Lauco, and it's intercepted here. Goncalves will move it up.
I'm gonna head to mute real quickly.
Okay. Lilleberg, and now it's Paul. Zadorov backhands it. Pass for Kepke. Geeky will slap it back in. Vasilevsky tried to knock it down. Pasternak, he centers it. His shot by Zacha was denied. Zacha with a good chance to make it 2-0. Vasilevsky says no. Good chance there, and nope, nothing. Off the face-off, it is one here, McDonough. And moved up here by Chernak. Kucherov into the zone. Kucherov, left wing. Gets pressured along the wall, Zacha. Trying to stretch past it, could not. McDonough drops it off. Chernak pressured along the wall. McDonough now gets it in the corner with Zacha, trying to fight for the puck. Rimmed all the way around. Pasternak looks to center it. It got through and no one was there. Kucherov. Now to Chernak. Chernak intercepted. Oh my, could have been a breakaway for Pasternak. Did not connect on the pass though. 20-17, the shots favoring the Bruins. 1-0, they lead the Bruins. Point. Lost it at center. And Middlestad passed it up and a backhand back into the zone by Letteri. This line scored the goal. The only goal of the game. Mosier. And now it's Braden Point. He passes it across for Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand looking. His shot. Glove saved by Swayman from distance. Still a 1-0 lead for the Bruins. Colorado and Toronto tonight. It'll be a good matchup. It's going to be on NHL Network, unfortunately. Not the best network, but most people don't have access to it. So probably will also be on Sportsnet and Altitude Sports. So good to hear that. Point, be sure, and now it's Peak. Andrew Peak with the puck. Off the boards. Deflected back into the zone. And intercepted here. Gensel tried to knock it down, could not. Halfway through the third period. Final 10 minutes of the third. Kepke lost it. Gensel chips it into the zone with Point. Rimmed all the way around. Cleared out of the zone by the Bruins. Out to center it goes. No one knew where that puck was until Kepke found it. Mosier, or Kastelik, pardon me. Gensel. Gensel with the puck through center. Gensel moving in. Here's Jake Gensel on the outside, looking on his backhand. Now it's Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand pressure to the line. Here's Perbix, a shot blocked out in front of the net. Lorai will get it in the corner. He passes it across behind the net. And now Middlestad will move it in. Middlestad will chip it into the zone, covered by Vasilevsky from the side of the net, with 9:06 to go. In the third period, the Lightning had a chance to tie it. Hagel hit the crossbar. Swayman got a piece of it. Best save of the game so far. We'll be going to a commercial break. 9:06 to go. 1-0 Boston. We're back, everybody. Scoreless until the second period, when Kepke made it 1-0, and plenty full of chances for the Lightning to tie it up. Hagel had a wide open chance, and I thought that was a goal for sure. It hit the crossbar. That's been the enemy of the Lightning tonight. Swayman has not allowed a goal in this game. Scoring chances 11-9 in favor of the Lightning. 9:06 to go in the third, and time is expiring here for the Lightning to try to tie this game. Hagel's out there. See if they can develop something here. It's off the face of it. It's one here by the Lightning, pinned along the boards. Still loose. Pasternak goes back to the line for Weatherspoon. A shot was blocked. Geeky. Weatherspoon gets it back from the pass from Geeky. Pasternak in the corner. Still loose along the wall. Chernak, it's still loose. It's still loose along the wall and comes free. Sorelli. Sorelli will chip it out of the zone out to center. Glendening tried to pick up the puck. They're offside by a mile. They would enter it, but they didn't. Mitchell moves it up. Deflected pass. Pasternak's onside. David Pasternak forced out of the zone out to center. Kucherov almost stole it away. He has the puck. Nikita Kucherov looking. He rimmed it all the way around. Hagel out of his reach. And it's cleared out of the zone by the Bruins again. Lightning not getting much here. Radish into the zone. Pass for Kucherov. Intercepted there by Pasternak. And he clears it for Hustadinov, who couldn't receive the pass cleanly at center. Deflected back in by Hagel. Kucherov pokes it. Zadorov picks it up. And flipped out of the zone again. Radish will have to go back. Radish pressured by Hustadinov. He tries to take away the puck. He does. Lauko centered. Couldn't go. Blocked away. Paul deflects. Back into the Bruins zone. Peak. Intercepted. Here's a shot by Gord. He missed the net. Goncalves moves it around. No one's at the blue line as they're getting a change as Chernak will play it. Passes it across. Back to Chernak again. Lilleberg and Chernak. Moved up here by Beecher. Gets taken down along the wall. Haven't had any penalties since the first period. Plenty full in the first. None in the second. And none here in the third. Less than 7 to go in the third period though. Vasilevsky. Backhands it out. Was Radish. Sent back in. Scores! from center ice. Kastelic makes it 2-0.
How about that?
Wow.
How about that? I just realized I was on mute the whole time.
Wow. 6:44 to go. A goal from center ice, and it's 2-0. I looked down for the slightest second, and it deflected
Oh my God!
in off a Radish.
How does that happen?
How in the world does
No,
that?
no!
Wow.
It was deflected by his own man!
Wow. That is, wow. I haven't seen that ever before. I looked down for a second, and that goes into the net.
Wow! Oh my God!
And it's 2-0 on the flukiest goal, and I predicted it. I said there would be a center ice goal, and there was. Wow. I wasn't
Oh,
expecting
maybe
that.
another one. No, they're just gonna rub it around.
I can't believe I predicted that. I just said it as a throwaway
Yeah.
line, and apparently it could be the difference in this game. That's his first goal, Kastelic,
Yeah.
since December 19th in
First
Edmonton
goal of the year.
of this 2025 year. Point, passes it
Yeah.
across. Here's Paul. The Lightning down 2 on a very embarrassing goal.
Yeah, I just realized I was muted while talking the whole time.
So
I
the
finished up the clip.
So the Bruins have a 2-0 lead. Here's Bjorkstrand. Dropped it off. Gensel point in the slot. Shot blockered away by Swayman. I don't know what the mascot's doing. A shot from the blue line was blocked away. Point goes back to the point for Radish. Gensel. McDonough sends it low for point. Centering pass. Radish gets it from the blue line. A pass across. Here's a shot and a save made by Swayman with his glove. 5:45 to go. A center ice goal by Kastelic. Out of all people, it deflected off a Radish's stick and into the net. I looked down for the slightest second, and it goes in. A 2-0 lead for the Boston Bruins. A center ice goal. Kastelic will be back with more after this. 2-0 Bruins. We're back, everybody, and have you seen a center ice goal in a long time? Vasilevsky just let up the center ice goal, and thoughts on that? Oh, boy.
It's not a great time.
And
for
Vasilevsky getting
Slam
pulled.
his stick up. Oh my goodness!
It's an empty net.
He's asking for a goalie goal.
It's an empty net.
Jeremy Swayman tried one time during the Winter Classic at Fenway.
Kucherov's shot was blocked. Here's Hagel. Desperation time here for the Lightning. They need 2 to tie it. Radish to hit. Kucherov, one-timer. It's saved by Swayman. It's held in. Radish to Kucherov. Kucherov down low in the slot shot. What a save, Swayman, at the goal line with 5:26 left. Oh, my. Swayman has been very
by the
big.
way, By the way, on one of those calls, you know that basketball thing that we
What?
did during intermission?
Yeah.
I went over the sound barrier. There's a reason I don't have a sound barrier on my streams. I'm just saying on MHS2.
One timer by
Just
Kucherov. Save. Rebound point. Couldn't get it. Radish. Hagel. Sorelli rimmed it around. It's Kucherov along the board. He lost it. Here's a door off to the empty net. He scores.
bullseye!
Wow. Kucherov lost his footing, and Nikita Zadorov
Nikita's, yeah.
makes it
Yeah,
3-0.
Two Nikitas on the ice.
Yep. Kucherov had that good
Nikita-
chance, and then he lost it, and then Nikita to Nikita, and
Yep. Nikita gave it up to Nikita, and Nikita threw it at the net, and Nikita scored.
a nice goal.
Oh,
by
that's another
Nikita.
half-icer, by the way.
Yep. Oh, my. It's been a tough one here for the Lightning, for sure.
You still have time to pull your goal again.
you still do have time, but is it worth it?
5:08.
Down 3.
Might as well. I mean, you have nothing to lose. You're in a playoff spot, I think.
Yeah, they are in a playoff spot. This empty arena now for the Lightning.
Yeah, at Emily Arena. Yep.
Less than
Emily
5 to go.
Arena. Oh God.
Yeah, it's gonna be a penalty here, I think, or something.
Who is
Something
it gonna
was
be
happening.
on?
I think it's
Something.
gonna.
Maybe
I don't know
high
what
stick.
it was.
With the high stick.
It
the
might
puck
have
or
just
hand
been
grab?
a stoppage in play, but I'm not sure. I didn't.
I
see
always
it.
wonder why there's so many random stoppages out of nowhere just for a commercial. Have you noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that new?
I think that's new. They gotta find an excuse to
Right?
get a. There's like 3 fans along the glass trying to rally them. They just walked to the front of the glass because they knew everyone's empty in the arena. That's played via
Yep.
high stick, I believe, and with 4:46 left to go.
I mean, so I guess we even out. We both got boring games in the past 3 games, right?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Hopefully, the Dallas Stars and the Edmonton Oilers game is just as boring
That
as
seems
this
like
one.
a thriller.
It's
seems
gonna
like
be
a
like
thriller.
1-0 Dallas. Bookmark that.
1-0 Edmonton.
No.
Let's listen to Sean McDonough call it, should we?
No. Sean McDonough would put me to sleep. Put me in a coma. Dear Lord. Sean McDonough is like the worst voice for hockey. I'm sorry, but
Yeah, he is.
he's the worst hockey commentator in existence.
Why does it sound like he's forcing his voice to be deep?
I don't know. Peak. Yeah, because he probably didn't go through puberty. Sorelli sends it low. 25
Oh, God,
shots for the
I've been there.
Lightning, 22 for the Bruins. 3-0. The
I-
Bruins lead.
Early days of Shesty, very squeaky Shesty. That sounded like a girl
Squeaky.
used to do that.
Squeaky.
I'm
Yep.
still very squeaky.
Sound like the Senators commentator.
That random girl. What is that? The PWHL
Here's
girl?
Kucherov, a shot and a save made on the glove side. Last 2 goals by the Bruins, 207 combined feet. Here's a 2-on-1. Pasternak across. They score! 4-0.
Just a defensive breakdown by the Lightning. And I think the bleeding's just going to continue at this point.
Cole
No point in pulling your
Koepke.
goaltender.
Cole Koepke with his
That's a
second.
second.
And it's 4-0.
Yeah, that's the second.
4:07 left to go in the third, and that's 2 goals in like in a minute. And Kucherov had this chance to make it 3-1, and another chance by Kucherov doesn't go his way, and it leads to an odd man rush, and Vasilevsky just looks dejected after that. And it's a 4-0 lead for the Bruins. This is looking pretty good for the Bruins after they just traded their captain. Can you believe it?
Definitely.
And they lost one of the defensemen
like
too, Carlo. It's
Oh,
insane.
yeah, Brandon Carlo. Didn't they lose Charlie McAvoy? No, he was already-
Coyle is gone. Frederick is gone. Brazeau is gone. 5 players gone from the Bruins team. McAvoy's on IR, I believe. He's injured. Cole Koepke's
How's the
second
Mavs
goal
doing?
today. It's his first career multi-goal game of his career, I believe. Pasternak has he has points in 20 of last 21 games, which is insane. When you're playing on
I guess
this Bruins squad.
I believe I had a curse on them.
Here's a chance down low and a chance for Bisher, I believe, couldn't go. Here's
I had a
Gensel.
curse on David Pasternak. Bruins got shut out that game. I did.
Lindholm trying to drop it off, could not go. So any chances of pulling the goalie is gone now. It's 4-0.
Don't you love how MHS are either the most close games or the most blowouts, no in between?
Mm-hmm.
Well, fun line.
Chernak drops it off along the boards. Chafee will rim it all the way around. Chernak, Pasternak, and now it's Lohrei. We had a game a couple years ago where it was Florida and Colorado, and it was an 8-4 win. I think that's the highest scoring game we've had on the network ever.
Sounds like my fingers would be killed. I'm guessing you're gonna want to make me do highlights now.
Off the face-off, or what do you mean?
Make me make highlights now for MHS, or do you want to do it?
I'll do this one. You worry about
Alright.
your games.
I'll do my game.
2:22 to go.
I post them. I post on my own personal YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram Reels, and Twitter.
Lakers and Celtics tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on ABC.
You're giving. Oh wait, probably Mike Green if I were to take a guess on the call for
That's
that.
a good.
But I
That's,
got a
that's
new
a good.
color.
That's a good matchup though. So that's why I'm saying it.
Yeah.
So if anyone
You know what
wants
you
to
want me to do it?
No.
You do 10 o'clock.
Shot, save, rebound. It's still loose. Can they jam it in? And no. Swayman covers.
Oh, we have some extras. Who's that peeking? Yanni Gord.
I didn't know.
I
Gord
believe
was
that
back.
is.
Yeah, that's Gord.
The Seattle Kraken.
I think it was a trade. It was Gord and Bjorkstrand coming to the Lightning for I do not know what.
He had his first goal against the Sabres in that 6-5 victory.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy game. I didn't watch it, but yeah.
Yep.
2:05
Just
to
because
go.
this trade deadline overall been much more quieter than recent years.
It was more quieter, but it got interesting for sure at the end.
After the buzzer.
After the buzzer, Brad Marchand to the Panthers. What?
I have a quote. What are the rules for it? Because you see a lot of after the buzzer trades, unless they were being worked on before.
Because there's so many trades.
You know what
happening.
it is? You know what it is?
There's so many trades happening.
The trades get finalized, but there's a queue for them to get called.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
That's why it takes forever. So if they got it in the queue before the time expires, it counts the trade basically. So that's what I'm thinking it was. So that's how the Marchand deal went. We still haven't seen Marchand. Are the Panthers playing tonight? I'm not sure.
I heard. I believe so.
We'll see if Marchand's playing tonight. Mikko Rantanen is playing tonight though. Gord.
Yep.
That'll be on our coverage later on tonight with Shesty doing the call and hopefully getting a co-com for him. Or no, I didn't get a co-com until now. But here's Goncalves. He moves it through center. Less than 80 seconds to go. It's empty. Here's a shot by Chafee and a huge save by Swayman. He's trying to keep that shutout alive. 26 saves in the game. With 1:17 left. A 4-0 lead for the Bruins. Off the face-off, it's won here by the Lightning. Chernak, across it goes. Here's Paul, a shot that went wide. Deflected to the line. Chernak, a one-timer. Save. Witherspoon clears. Maybe another 2-on-1 here. Here's Kepke's offside. Oh, that would have been the hat trick potentially there. That could have been it right there for the hat trick.
Yep.
There's no way we're going commercial. I don't think we are.
I'm about to say, how greedy are they?
Which one? What are you talking about?
How greedy are these TV networks? Well, it's ESPN, ABC.
Mm-hmm. I wish they would bring back the old ABC theme, but they have the stupid ESPN on ABC thing, so, yep.
Yep.
Witherspoon
ESPN,
will send it back
NBC
in.
TNT feels much closer commentary-wise to NBC.
Yeah, because they just stole everything they had in NBC.
Yeah.
They just changed it up a little bit and said, "Oh, it's TNT, guys." That deflected out of play with 43.7 left.
Well, it's probably some sort of contract thing, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm surprised Darren Pang's on TNT. I was expecting him to go back to ESPN where he was working at before NBC had happened.
Wasn't Panger
With the
the
Blues?
color
Yeah.
analyst? And another team,
Florida.
Red Wings.
No, Florida. Florida, and now he's with the
Florida?
Blackhawks.
Yeah, because I remember I saw him last night. I'm just gonna
Shot
keep glazing.
save.
Just gonna keep glazing my games.
Mosier.
Right?
Yep. Here is Beecher on the outside. 27 seconds to go. Beecher behind the net. Goes back to the line. It's a very good response game due to that deadline where it just basically sold the team. This Bruins squad putting in effort here tonight as a shot was stopped by Vasilevsky
Well,
with 16.6 left.
They were gonna need to rebuild. I'm pretty sure the Boston Bruins have the worst prospect pool in the NHL.
So they get these picks, and
So, my question is, where do you even go? You're gonna have a lot of dark years in Boston.
it's gonna go back to that weird era in the '90s. I think when they just were kind of mid and kind of not there.
Yeah. Like, it feels like they'll slowly feather off, like, not be good enough to make the playoffs, but not good enough to get a good
They'll
pick.
be like the Penguins.
I miss those beige jerseys.
5 seconds in 4, 3 seconds in 2. The Bruins win it 4-0 over the Lightning. Swayman with the shutout. First time shutout at home for the Lightning since November 11th of 2023 when the Carolina Hurricanes won 4-0 as well.
Do you get deja vu? Better not get copyrighted me saying that. my beautiful singing voice coming out to light, right? Right?
Oh my. Oh well. So
we're just having fun over here.
Yep. It was a tight game until it wasn't a tight game, with the center ice goal being the difference, kind of.
I asked for goals, but not all on one side.
Lightning lose, and they're still behind the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs play tonight against the Avalanche. The Bruins are now behind the Red Wings, but the Red Wings have 2 games in hand against the Bruins. Canadians are also tied with the Red Wings, but they have a game in hand.
Who's behind who, and why are they behind each other?
Bruins have 17 games remaining. They have 66 points. Red Wings have 66 points, but they have 19 games remaining. Canadians have 66 points, but they have 20 games remaining. And the Rangers are 68 points, and they're ahead of the Canadians because obviously they have more points. Obviously.
Who's your bet for the next Rangers play-by-play announcer? Give me Alex Faust.
I'll get Bob Chusin.
You know why, Alex Faust? He did the Rangers feed of the Hall of Fame game while Sam Rosen was I think in Ottawa, actually.
Really?
Sam Rosen was. I believe the Rangers won that game 2-1.
I'd say Bob Chusin.
Bob Chusin's a Devils fan. I don't know if I want him.
With Chusin is
Grew
not
up
a
in
Devils
Jersey.
fan. He was doing the Rangers play-by-play. So
He did Devils play-by-play.
He didn't do Devils. He did Rangers. He did the game where Yager got like 1,000 points, I think. Or no, not 1,000 points. I think like goal 500. I don't know. He did something. I remember.
He did something. That's helpful.
He did something. But
Real
that was
helpful.
before he got ESPN, the contract for ESPN. He did it like around 06 and all that stuff.
I know ESPN's much more stricter with their contracts compared to TNT. You see a lot of ESPN guys relatively stay in ESPN college football. Sean McDonough, that second string. behind
Bring
Chris
back
Dallas,
Gary
Chris
Thorne.
Bird.
That's my
Gary Thorne's doing Minnesota high school hockey right now. How did he go from the NHL to high school hockey?
No way.
He does Minnesota high school hockey.
No way. You're kidding.
does.
You're kidding me. No, he did that for
No, I'm
1
not
year.
joking.
No.
He's still doing it at a local.
Oh no, he's not. Hold on. I gotta search this up now. Hold on. You made me want to. Hold on. Minnesota high school hockey. He did it for his grandson's game in February.
On high school hockey though.
He's still doing it? I don't see
Yeah,
anything.
he's doing it.
I didn't see it. Oh, that was years ago. He did that for 1
2014.
year. He did that for 1 year. He did it in 2014, but he did that for only 1 year.
He had a game in 2024.
I think he did his grandson's game.
Oh.
So he just filled in for some people. So we'll close out here, and if you want to tune in later tonight with the Oilers and the Stars, Chesty will have the call, and that'll be on our double header. As let's give our closing remarks for the game. Thoughts on that game before we go.
Lightning will not strike twice.
Yep, it
They
won't.
got struck 4 times. The
They-
Thunder came rolling in.
That center ice goal killed them, basically. And they win this one 4-0. The Bruins. Great response from Chesty. I'm Max. We'll see you next time here on the NHL and MHS.